A little while ago, I made this short on Google Project Management certification program, and then a lot of people had a lot of questions about this certification, and they were asking me to make a full-fledged video to share my experience of the course. So here you go. So in this video, we cover what does this program entails, what's the pricing policy, what's the ROI of doing the certification program, and also why does it make sense for me. Get right into it. Okay, so here I am on the landing page of the Google Project Management Professional Certificate. So if you just type in Google Project Management Certificate on Google, it's going to bring you to this link on Coursera. So Coursera is the platform that you can find the certificate on. And since you've seen and heard Google so many times in the name, it's clear that the certificate program is offered by Google itself. So the instructors that you'll find in this program are actually Google employees, right? So they're mostly sharing their experience and also like giving you a lot of information and knowledge about project management, starting from the scratch to like an intermediate level. So what Google is trying to portray is that this certificate is like your degree in project management, right? So if you do not have any kind of experience in any field, and if you didn't go to university or college and you're just a graduate from high school, you can just do this diploma, so like this professional certificate, and then start working in the field of project management. So that's the whole idea behind it. That is the reason this course is so extensive. It's a very comprehensive course, right? So they also mention it on their website. So if you check this out, upon completion, you can directly apply for jobs with Google. So of course, Google does consider this certificate as your credential, right, in the field of project management. So you can start working with Google in this field. So as a project manager or in the similar capacity. Now, in addition to Google, they also mentioned that over 150 US employers, including Walmart, Best Buy, and Astria, they do recognize this certificate. But when I search on LinkedIn for project management or similar roles at these companies, I don't see this certificate mentioned in the qualifications field. For you to get this professional certificate, to complete this 6 months of training or this diploma, and then apply to Walmart for a job, and you have no prior experience in project management, and let's say you didn't even go to school for project management, well, in this situation, how likely would it be for you to get the job? Well, I can't comment on that. But I'll also mention that even if you have a little bit of experience in project management, this course could be very beneficial for you. As I always say, this is like a one-stop shop to learn project management from the basics, from the scratch to an intermediate level. And of course, you can only become an expert with experience. So this certificate program is kind of like a diploma, right? So it is a combination of 6 different courses. So if I go down here, you'll be able to see all the courses that the certificate program contains. So the first course starts from the basics. So it says foundations of project management. So as the name suggests, this course really sets the foundation, right, of project management. So it talks about the skills that you will need to apply for entry-level project management roles, and also like the significance of project management and what can you expect from such a role. So these are all the topics that are discussed in the first course. And in the first course, you will also see that a lot of jargon, a lot of vocabulary has been thrown out, but they explain each and every term, what it means in detail, and they also give us a lot of examples. So everything is well explained. So the next course is project initiation, which gives you a good idea about the first phase of project management, which is the initiation phase. So the activities that you will need to perform in the initiation phase, and how will you engage your stakeholders, and the kind of documents that you will need to draft for the project to begin successfully. So after you've identified your project deliverables, you know the scope of the project, and you have a good idea about the goals that you're trying to achieve with this project, it will be a good time for you to engage in project planning, which is the third course about. So the third course covers the key component of project planning and also the kind of tools that will come in handy when you're planning your project, and to track the progress of your teammates and the different techniques that you can use to make sure that the work is getting done in time, right? So you can set milestones and you can track those milestones, and a lot of other documents that you can prepare while planning your project. So the next course is about project execution, which is the next phase. Now here you will learn how to effectively track the progress of your project, and if there is a change in the scope, how will you communicate this change to your stakeholders, right? And how can you track and manage the dependencies and risks associated with your project. Then they have the next course on Agile project management, where they teach you basically the Agile side of project management, the Agile techniques, and they focus a lot on the Scrum framework, which is one of the most common or popular framework that we use in the Agile world. So far, the phases that we were talking about in the previous courses, they were all related to waterfall method, right? The waterfall method of project management. But now in this course, they talk about the difference between the traditional project management approach, which was kind of like the waterfall method that they've described before, and the Agile way of doing things, which is like a more recent model. And they also talk about how you can blend the two together. So how you can take the best of both worlds and then blend these two techniques together. Finally, the last course is on applying the project management in real world. So here you practice the skills that you've learned so far. So there's a lot of activities, projects that you will work on where you can apply these skills. Now for me, I'm midway through the course, so I am at this level right now. I'm doing the fourth course, project execution, running the project. So as you saw, that the certificate entails 6 different courses that you need to complete, right, to get this certificate. So it is obvious that this is a very in-depth course that's going to take a lot of your time. Now let's address the elephant in the room, the pricing policy. So I am taking this course, this diploma in Canada. So I will comment on the pricing policy in Canada. Now, if you want to know the pricing policy in your country, go ahead and check it out on Coursera. So for me, the monthly subscription fee is $49. So if you're not sure if this course is right for you or not, and you just want to test it out, I will suggest take the 7-day free trial first and enroll in this course. And I'm pretty sure you won't be able to complete it. I'd be surprised if you did. And if you did, just comment down below and let us know. We're going to give you a huge round of applause because as you can see, it's a very comprehensive course, right? So even if you give it 10 hours per week, even then it takes like up to 6 months to complete. So there is no way that you can complete it in those 7 days. But you can just try it out, right, for free, and then decide if it's worth it for you or not, right? Okay, now that the pricing policy is out of the way, let's talk about why this course makes sense for me. And I keep saying course, but understand that when I say course, I am referring to the entire diploma, right, to the entire professional certificate. So why it makes sense for me is this big reason here. This course or this program qualifies me for over 100 hours of project management education unit. So my ultimate goal is to be a PMP certified project manager, right? So I want to get the PMP certification, which is the project management professional certification offered by Project Management Institute, which is PMI, right? So the certification is PMI-PMP. That's what I want to get. Now, I can do that right now. Why? Because it requires at least 3 years of work experience, which I don't have at the moment. So the short-term goal would be to get a CAPM instead. And for those who don't know, CAPM is Certified Associate in Project Management. That's another certificate offered by the same institute, so PMI, Project Management Institute. So once I have the CAPM certificate, I will be eligible to write the PMP exam. Now, for the CAPM certification, they do have certain prerequisites. So let's go and check it out. So if you write just CAPM, PMI on your Google, you will find this page, right? So this is the PMI.org page. And here, when you apply for the CAPM certificate, you need at least 0 to 3 years of experience. So I do fall under this category. So that's all good. Then in the education requirements, you do need a high school diploma. I'm good with that. But you also need 23 contact hours, right? So what does that mean? So this means that I need 23 PDUs, right? So PDU is a professional development unit. So how PDUs work is every hour you spend in project management related activity, so be it education, be it teaching someone, or be it volunteering, you get 1 PDU for that. 1 PDU equals 1 hour of teaching, volunteering, or learning project management. So now I'm pretty sure you've understood what is the significance of these 100 hours of project management education for me, right? This qualifies me to be able to take this CAPM examination, the CAPM certification. The good thing is that I only require 23 PDUs for writing the CAPM exam, but what I get from the Google Project Management certification is over 100 PDUs. So I can use these PDUs for other kinds of examinations as well. Now, let's talk about the ROI from this course. And for those who don't know, ROI is return on investment, right? So for me, I'm spending $49 per month on this course. and it will take me at least 6 months to complete the course, right? So I'm going to just open up a new tab to perform some calculations. So $49, and I'm going to say, because I can spend 10 hours every week with a full-time job and YouTube and whatnot. So I'm going to complete this course in let's say 7 months. The total cost that I would need to pay out of pocket for this certificate is 343 Canadian dollars. So it's a really fair deal for me. And let me tell you why. So if I go on the PMI website again for the CAPM exam, you see they mention here you need 23 PDUs or 23 contact hours, right, to write this exam. And they also mentioned that they have a project management basics online course that fulfills this educational prerequisite. And let's see what's the price for the course that they are offering for 23 PDUs. So this is the project management basics and official PMI online course. And look at the pricing. So this course is 400 USD. It's not even Canadian dollars. This is 400 USD. So if I were to convert this in CAD, so 400 USD into CAD, it's going to cost me around 530 Canadian dollars as compared to the 334 Canadian dollars for the Google Project Management certificate that I'm doing right now. And if you compare the PDUs, so the Project Management Basics course offered by PMI, which is more expensive, right? And it just gives you 23 PDUs. But the Google Project Management gives you 100 PDUs or over 100 PDUs, well, even better, for a much lesser price. Thus, my experience from the course is really good because when I took the role of a project manager, I was really picked because of my people skill and also my leadership ability and my ability to take initiatives. But as I progress, I could realize that I do lack some important skills in project management. I don't understand most of the jargon that's thrown at me. I'm not aware of the tools that will be helpful for me and the official way of drafting documents and doing things. So that's the reason I started looking for a course which will give me a formal training or, some kind of formal education in project management, because I never went to school for this. So that's when I stumbled upon this professional certificate offered by Google. And I tried this course out as part of my free trial, of course. And I really liked it. It was very intriguing and interesting for me. And that's the reason I enrolled into it. Well, that's it. That was my experience. And I hope I answered all your questions regarding the Google Project Management certificate. I get a lot of questions in the comment as well. Well, let me know if this helped you. And let me know if you have any other question regarding this certificate program. I'd be happy to answer them. I'd be happy to help you. So that's it for this video. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.